How's it going, chat? Okay. Yo, Flambos, how's it going? Urix, how are you doing? I think we're good. Alright, I think we can get started. How's it going, guys? Been a while. I think another 2 weeks since the last stream, maybe. Yo, Azrael, how's it going? So since the last animation stream, I think this was the animation that I was working on during that stream. I did end up finishing it, and that's what it ended up looking like. And then since then, I've done a couple more. Like I tried some pogo stick animations. I'm following the exercises from a website called Animator's Island, and this was one of the exercises. So I did 2 attempts for that. The first one didn't go particularly well, so on the second one I just tried some other stuff, and I think it worked out a bit better. I'm doing pretty good, Urix. Yo, Kant, how's it going? Feeling very depressed for the last couple of days, but otherwise fine. Oh, that's I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully it's going better. Yo, Pitch is ours. How's it going? Thank you for calling me Flambos. Make animations too? Yeah, I've been practicing animation. Kind of recently. And then here is kind of an animation study I did from Jobel's Reincarnation. I tried just to do the keyframes, which is why it looks kind of choppy. I didn't do any of the in-betweens because that would have taken too much time, and it's not important either. So, I don't know what I'm gonna animate today. I kind of want to do another like big movement instead of something small, but I guess we'll see. Kind of depressed today. Oh no, what happened? Yo, Teletiel, how's it going? Have not been to stream in ages. School's kept you busy. Yeah, I noticed that. But welcome back. How come I don't draw guys as much in the shorts? Because usually those don't get as many views. Okay, what are we gonna do? Any suggestions? Ideally, I want character animations, because for effects, like water and smoke and fire and that sort of stuff, that's a completely different thing that I still have to practice. The next thing on the Animator's Island exercise list is a laughing animation. Which I think before I do that, I have to study laughing animations a little bit. Draw someone walking down a seaside railway. I've done a couple walking animations before. So I could do that. Character jumping and landing like Spider-Man. That could also be a good one. Oh, your grandpa got hospitalized? Oh, that's not good. Care to free your mind? Yeah, you're always welcome here. Yo, Digital A Animations. How's it going? Stick figure animation. I think I can try the character jumping and landing like Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah, let's try that. It's probably gonna take a while. I'm probably gonna have to like finish the rest of it off stream again. But let's see how far we can get. I feel like you're losing motivation and talent on animating each time you don't animate for a while. Yeah, I mean, usually it does feel like that. I don't think you lose that much in terms of, like, experience. But it does take a little bit to get back in the swing of things. If you're not doing it consistently. Okay, how am I gonna start this? Because I think, hold on, let me look up what the Spider-Man landing looks like. Because I have something in mind, but I need a more concrete picture of this. Oh my god, yo. I looked up Spider-Man lands and it gave me a bunch of Magic the Gathering cards. Ah, okay, yeah. This is basically what I was thinking of. This, I think this would be 2 cuts. So, one where the jump's happening. So then, like, let's say the camera's up here, and they jump from here down to here, and then the second cut with, you know, the character actually landing. Okay, let's do it. You don't gotta beg for this one. Okay. Oh, that's so difficult. Okay, so let's say... You're standing facing that way. They jump off backwards. And then... say they would be upside down here. They'd be facing that way. And then I guess, shit, I guess a spin in midair Yo, Hippo, how's it going? What made me learn art except for passion? I was playing Trails games. Trails in the Sky, Trails of Zero, Trails of Cold Steel. I was playing those games, and then I wanted to animate some of the fight scenes that happened in those games. That's kind of what got me started. So boom, flip, and then maybe not. Dude, this is so hard. Feel more intimidated when you're drawing an emotionally intense piece compared to a dynamic piece, which would be harder. I don't know if I would say that an emotionally intense piece would be easier compared to a dynamic piece. I think they all have like their difficulties. Like, the only thing I can think of with this movement is they would have to, at this point, like... flip that way. You know what? Have I seen the new Fortnite season? I have not. But they have a new art style? Okay. Dude, I actually have to, like, storyboard this. Level of animation I'm at now, I can partially animate my art, like the eyes and hair. Yeah, I could do that at this point, but that's also really time consuming. Yo, Red Army Ruman, how's it going? And Yusuf, how's it going? Oh, wait, actually, I have an idea. Rehydrate, chat. I think the emotionally intense piece would be easier in a technical sense, so you can pull it off, but honestly don't think you've worked on storytelling enough. Yeah, I think the storytelling is also a big problem I have, because I also haven't studied that. I've really only studied like the technical aspect. So when it comes to actually telling a story with a drawing, I'm really bad at that. Okay, so we'll have that. Then software am I using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. What's the name of the OST that plays in the background of my long form videos? It's they're songs from Final Fantasy 13. I think it's the Sunleth Waterscape, March of the Dreadnoughts, and the Arkilt Step. Am I planning on playing a video game and making art critique video essays kind of thing? That could be a cool idea. I haven't planned something like that. If I come across a game that interests me, I might actually do something like that. You want to start drawing something something other than stick figures and learn perspective? You don't know where to start? If you're a complete beginner with perspective, I think the easiest place to start would be to just take objects, like just random objects you have lying around, and just draw them from observation. Like you could draw a table, you could draw a desk, you could take your phone and draw that from different angles. But instead of just trying to copy the object as perfectly as possible, I'm actually not sure how I would do the landing. Yeah, instead of trying to perfectly copy the object, so instead of using your observation skills, try to simplify it to boxes first. And then try to draw the object inside of those boxes. And then eventually you'll be able to apply that to like actual things. Or, well, actual bodies. With storytelling, you would want to use composition and environment to your advantage. Perspective plays a huge role in that. Yeah, it's that's like the creative part of art that I'm not very interested in. Right, Flanmos, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Okay, so took 20 minutes, but we got the idea somewhat. Make a beginner playlist. Yeah, I do need to get started on that. I think I just made the line control video. I think I might make another video about observation. Yo, K-Art, how's it going? So you have to look for objects around you and try to draw them in the form of shapes. Yes, well, mostly boxes. There's actually, if you're in the Discord server, there's a one of the homework exercises is basically that. I think it's the one from March 17, I think. So how do I actually do this now? Yeah, the Discord server is linked in the description. Maybe going with a heavy perspective shot was not the smartest idea. The artist without the art. Yeah, the live streams just get archived in the well, they're just on my channel. You can always watch them back later. Weakest fundamental is observation. Trying to train it, but you don't know how to specifically do it. With observation, you just have to find references and then try to copy them. But there are specific techniques that you can use for observation. Like you need to pay attention to angles. Um... Like, if you have an image like this, for example, and let's say you're trying to draw this apple here at the front, pay attention to this angle, and then replicate that. Then from here, you can select the point there, look at that angle, and then try to replicate that. There's another one here, I guess. Replicate that. So basically, you just keep looking at those angles, and then you can copy the shape that way. Yo, Pez Pro, how's it going? Started an animation project yesterday. Oh, how's the project going? Okay, so next. Don't have any strong fundamentals, but nothing feels weak either. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Check Discord. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not bad. You're not number one anymore. Wait, what? Who is Harish Bala? I don't think I've ever seen a person like that in chat. Who is this mystery person? Yeah, I have no idea. Can you use the F word? Sure. I don't see why not. Yeah, that's not right. What the fuck? This is so weird. Oh wait, actually I have an idea for this. I think he messed up the jaw and placed the nose a little too high. I think the mouth is a little too small. The jaw looks more or less fine, I want to say. I think, yeah, the nose is a little too high. I think it's the nose and mouth. What the fuck are they doing in the voice chat? Type of app am I using? This is Clip Studio Paint. So next... let's say you stand up. You can't join the server because Discord's banned in Turkey? What? Wait, Discord's banned in Turkey? Why? That's so weird. Let me see if I can find the exercise. It's also banned in Russia? Yo. What's going on? So the exercise I was talking about is basically something like this, where if you're trying to draw glasses, for example, you would first simplify it to a box, or you would first figure out like the main shape, and then from there you would figure out proportions within that box. Like you would find the center line, that's where you place the center of the glasses, or if you're trying to draw a shelf, for example, you first draw the whole thing as a box, and then you can do the same thing, figure out the center. That's where you have the openings of the door, and then that would essentially just be your like rough sketch. And then if you want to finish it, you can, you know, do that. A huge child safety issue incident caused the ban? That's insane. Should they be allowed to do that? Like, that's Banning a whole communication network. That's kind of crazy. Is there a good drawing program for the iPad which can be streamed on a Windows PC? I mean, I know the one that people use is Procreate, which I don't think Procreate has an animation option. But I don't even know if you can just normally stream iPads to PC. So I don't know if there's a drawing software that can do that. No, it's not. I don't know if Flip a Clip is available on iPads, but that's one that does allow. I would imagine that would probably have a feature that could stream it, but I'm not sure. Okay, hold on, let me... Yeah, Flip a Clip is mobile and iPad. Right, so falling like that. Dude, I also have issues with like figuring out hand positions. Hold on, so if you're upside down, thumbs pointing to your head. Still can't believe it'll be a year soon, drawing almost every day, even if only for 10 minutes. Oh yeah, nice. So now I'm also thinking about the legs. Where should they go? So you push off with your left leg. Meaning that one's straight. Hold on, so I think... Taking references IRL. I feel like you put me through the ringer with the suggestion. Yeah, this is a pretty rough one. But I mean that's good. I do need to practice weird stuff like this. Because I think the other day I also wanted to like make an animation kind of like this, just a random like movement, just for kind of practice purposes, but instead of just straight up studying, more so just like for fun, to see if I could animate something. And I think that might be the first time I've ever experienced art block, because I was legit sitting there for like 30 minutes staring at the canvas trying to figure out what kind of movement I should do, and every time I came up with something I tried to storyboard the movement, and I was like, how am I gonna do this? You know, I could draw the first pose, and then I was thinking, okay, so the movement starts like this, it's gonna end like this, and then the next pose that I need to draw needs to look... Wait, how do I draw this? So I was just sitting there for 30 minutes, and I couldn't figure out how to do it, and then I just gave up. Your hands have started shaking? Don't know if it's temporary though. Our dreams might not come true if it's permanent. How badly are your hands shaking? Because, like, unless they're shaking to the point where... to the point where you just cannot control it, then technically it should still be fine. Can you post links here? Yeah, sure. As long as you don't link to like any virus stuff. Well, I'm not sure if YouTube allows you to do it. You can try it. Oh, they're the GitHubs? Yeah, you can post that. I think the arc is going to be kind of off. The arc and the scale is going to be kind of off because I don't think that you can jump from here to here unless you go like way up and then go that way. You injured your wrist playing soccer, and when you strain your hand, it starts shaking pretty badly. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna heal. I think. I can't imagine that would be like a permanent injury. I think you're fine. Yeah, you do need to make sure that you're resting your hand. What you could do, if you really want to continue drawing, but you can't control your hand, just tape your pen. Just duct tape your pen to your hand. Or oh wait, you draw on phone, right? Right, so this would have to be around here, I think. Do I mind streaming a bit longer? Yeah, I think I can go for a bit longer. But at least longer than usual. Am I doing something like one frame man animation? No, I think this is, well, I'm trying to do the real deal. I can't guarantee that it actually turns out like something decent. Hmm. Yeah, that's that area is too small for this art to work. I think I have to move everything over a bit, and then maybe I can make it work. Yo, Floating Fairy, how's it going? Yeah, this one needs to move. And then same thing with this one. This one would have to go like all the way out here, I think. Posted almost every day on your social, so it kind of made the interview worse. So usually I end up making these movements too fast, so I'm kind of gonna slow it down a bit. I'm gonna do 18 frames for that, which I think that still might be a bit too fast. Maybe... Could do 21. That might be better. The Repo's kicking your ass right now. Oh, you guys are playing Repo? Yeah, you probably should rest your hand. I think, like if you still want to practice drawing, I think what you can do is just, see if you can find like a drawing book and just, go through that. Like actually, what is that book called? The Complete Guide to Perspective Drawing by Craig Atterbury. Yeah, that one. That book is actually a pretty good one for if you want to understand perspective, but it's also really difficult. So, like if you just want to read something, then you can just read that book. So let's do... So I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think that should work for that. Oh, Shinoko Season 3 has a trailer. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. think I do need to draw another frame in between these. Another keyframe. Actually, I think I need 2 keyframes. I think I need one where he's going up right before pushing off with his arm here, and then another one right before he leaves the ground. Oh, God. It'll be easy to pirate on like Infinity Castle. Oh, dude, Infinity Castle was so good, man. I watched that one in 4D. Like, that was so cool. Shed a tear on Akaza's backstory in the Zenitsu versus Kaigok fight was amazing. Yeah, dude, when Zenitsu did the other form, I was like, yo, what is this? That's insane. So I actually should have watched Hashira training arc again. I forgot to do that before I watched the movie. So I forgot Zenitsu was like training for a new skill. And yeah, the Akaza backstory was also really good. Where he got warned by YouTube. Hashira training arc was nice. Last episode been great in building hype for the movies. Yeah, and we gotta wait so long for the next couple of movies. If I had to guess, probably. Well, actually, maybe 2026 could be possible. Actually, this needs to be. I'm looking up. Muscle up when? I don't know, man. I think 2027 is likely, but I hope the first one will be streaming by then. Yeah, I would imagine the first one will be just available for watching at that point. But yeah, dude, it's so unfortunate, man. We gotta wait like 2 years before the next movie comes out, and then probably another year and a half before the final movie comes out. Why do I have a scammer bot? I don't know, man. They just show up on Twitch. Yeah, I need one more. Wait, so you go up. So you're crouching like that. So I might have to change this. Still waiting for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I actually still haven't seen like any of the Spider-Verse movies. I do need to watch them at some point. See why the wait is so long. The movie is long and beautifully animated, especially the castle itself. Yeah, that looks insane, dude. When I saw that castle, I was like, yo, how did they do this? Movies of amazing animation, definitely worth the watch. Yeah, the that is what I've heard. Yeah, I'll watch the Spider-Verse movies. One of these days. I think I do need to watch Chainsaw Man at some point because I want to watch the movie while it's still in theaters. I love how they portrayed Doma with how he genuinely has a twisted view of human emotions. Yeah, dude, Doma is one of my favorites. Hmm. Guys, I think we'll have one in between these. Yeah, Relzer, how's it going? The thing with Spider-Verse is that you can also rewatch them and still find new details. If you're also very artistic, you'll find a lot of color symbolism. Yeah, I have seen quite a lot of screenshots of those movies. They do look insane. If I watched or read My Hero Academia, I've watched it up until the beginning of beginning of season 7, I think. And like My Hero's cool. I do think it kind of peaked in seasons 1 and 2. I think the later ones are not as good. Like, it's not bad, but definitely not as good as it used to be. What are the gray lines called I'm using for orientation? I think you would just call it a perspective grid. I think that's the generally agreed upon term. Missed the actual good part of MHA. Isn't the final season supposed to start airing, like at some point soon? I think once it's finished, I'll continue with season 7. My Hero is actually one of my like favorite anime to just have on in the background, because I'm also like studying Japanese. So My Hero is like one of my favorite anime to have on in the background, so I can practice my listening. Because I don't really care what happens. So like if I miss a detail, I'm just sitting there like, you know, that's fine. Okay. Oh boy, I'm genuinely scared to look at what that looks like. Yeah, it looks terrible. No. Yeah, I knew the amount of distance that it's moving there is an issue. I think this would have to be way higher. Let's see. No, it's not that. See. Yeah, this one is not necessary, I think. Ironically. Do I ever feel like my art hasn't changed, but I look like 1 year back and I legit think you? Yeah, I do. Because like I look back at some of the art that I put in videos from like a year ago, and I was like, wow, I drew this for a video? No way. So I need 2 in between those. And then probably... Oh, it's already airing? Oh shit. Guess I won't have to wait that long then. I read the manga, the art is crazy, especially the last volumes. Okay. So I can do 2, 1, 2, and then... Yeah, that's probably fine, so... 40, 43... And then 46. And then I gotta draw the actual landing. Alright, Azrael, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, 2-hour stream. I think I might quit soon. I kind of want to see what this is going to look like. And then I might stop it. So let's see. I think at this point, an exercise I should probably do is just look up some animations and then just draw them from different angles. Because then that way I can actually focus on movement, but instead of just straight up copying, I also have to think about some other things like the arcs. It's also kind of hard to tell what I drew pointing in what direction. When I stream for long, it's pretty chill here. I think it's harder to practice on stream than it is to practice like alone. Which is why I usually don't do these practice streams for too long. Because I think just doing solo practice would be more time effective. Because like with this, not only do I have to make sure that I'm actually constantly doing stuff so that people have something to look at, I'm also kind of distracted because of the talking. So like that's why I usually try to keep the streams to 1 hour, and then I usually just do the rest of the practice off stream. Okay, so this one goes from there to there. Hmm. Yeah, that arc just doesn't look right. Because that looks better. Don't see me doing big drawings like artworks. How about I do speed paint on stream sometimes? Yeah, I could try that. Oh wait, let me see if I can find you on Twitter. I can post a link, probably. There's the Twitter link, by the way. I think that's the correct one. This one does need to be moved a bit. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, I'm curious. What does this look like now? Oh, it's so whack. Hold on, how long did I make the jump last? Yeah, this is Persona 4 music. Let me try with one more in between here, see how that works. Yeah, I actually don't feel like drawing the head. It's too big. Don't I ever get angry? I do. Okay. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I actually need to set up the arc before I try to animate stuff. Okay, so I think the jump did turn out a lot better than I thought it was going to, but this part didn't. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay, I might redo this one off stream with the knowledge that I have gained now. I think it should go better a second time around. And then I'll probably show it next stream. But I think I'm gonna end the stream here then. You can try to rage bait me on stream one day. Who's one of my favorite painters? I'm actually not that big into painting. Hold on, let's see. Oh yeah, what is his name? Actually, I bought a book from him. What was it? Is it Mocha? I don't remember. He's a background painter. He does a lot of background art. I think it is Mocha. But yeah, he is one of my favorite painters. Alright, chat. I think we're gonna end it there then. Thank y'all for stopping by. I think next stream's probably going to be, well, maybe next week. Kind of depends on when I've finished this animation, because the next stream I kind of want to do a different animation. But, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and then I guess I'll catch you all next stream. Have a good night, everyone.